जी भैया नमस्ते।
नमस्ते।
मैं डॉक्टर प्रशांत डायगोवाने फ्रॉम गवर्नमेंट कॉलेज ऑफ इंजीनियरिंग नागपुर। जी भैया मैं अभी जुड़ा हूँ यूएचसी 3 के जो थे पूरे के पूरे सेशंस अटेंड किया, अभी शेयरिंग हुई तो बाद में मुझे लिंक आई और भैया ने बोला कि आप शाम को भी जुड़ सकते हैं। तो आज मेरा पहला दिन है भैया, थोड़ा ब्रीफ करेंगे अपना क्या डिस्कस हुआ था या क्या क्वेश्चन, सो दैट आई कैन रेज सम क्वेश्चंस और व्हाट विल बी द शेयरिंग आई कैन डू प्लीज।
Last week we were discussing about food, intake of food. So you can listen to this today's topic and then we can discuss on it.
Very nice.
Without,
yes.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Oh, thank you. Thank you. जी भैया.
Welcome. If there are no questions, we will go to the topic.
Bhaiya, I have one question. May I
yes,
ask you?
Yes, Krishna. Yes, please go ahead.
Yeah. Bhaiya, actually, there are so many systems who are suggesting different things, how to, what to eat and when to eat, like that. So we have many confusions, like somewhere like about fruits. It is said that fruit should be taken before 12 o'clock. Like we take buttermilk or curd, and these should be taken before 3 or 4 p.m. and fruit should not be taken in the evening. So can you generalize something on that? So just some general rules, some general inputs, so that we can consider those inputs and we can know about that, so we can follow the things in the right manner.
Yeah. If you talk about dahi, curd, it is actually heavy in nature, and if you consume it in the night time when the digestive power is comparatively weak, at that time if you take curd, it will actually put a load on the digestive system, and it has the property of blocking through whatever channels it goes through. So curd and even buttermilk also, in the evening time, night time consumption is not advisable. Curd is good in the morning time, and also in the afternoon it is okay. Nighttime milk is the best thing to have if you want to have some dairy products. Similarly, fruits, even fruits, those things which are not cooked, uncooked raw things, it is better to have when the digestive strength is stronger. Like morning time is okay, and in the afternoon time, as we have discussed, when the sun is brighter, the digestive fire is also stronger. So that is the better time. So whatever you have heard is right. So it is better to consume fruits in the morning, afternoon, or in the evening also, but not in the night time. And the important thing here is not to consume cooked food and uncooked food together. So whatever you eat in the night time, it should be very, very light and easier to digest, and as early as possible. That will be the better way to have.
In fruits also there is some combination, like what I have come to know about, like mango, banana, chiku. The sweet fruit should be taken together, and then like citrus fruits should be taken together, like apple and we call it pomegranate, anar, and like these things. They should be taken together. So is there any combination between the fruits also?
See, normally fruits with similar rasa, similar taste, they are more compatible with each other, and fruits with different kind of rasa are not so compatible, I recommend eating one kind of fruit at a time. And choose those fruits which are seasonal, those fruits which are growing in that particular season, growing abundantly and very economical. Those fruits, seasonal fruits, consume one fruit at a time. You need not take all the fruits, or when you're taking them, choose the fruits which are having similar rasa. That is also right.
Okay, Bhaiya. Yeah. Also, I have also heard the same thing. If we take one fruit at a time and we can change the fruit on the next day, that will be better.
Yes.
But sometimes what I feel when I'm taking only bananas, it is very heavy. So that particularly with banana,
Banana is definitely heavy. Banana is definitely heavy, and people with some kind of joint pains, any kind of pain where the vata gets aggravated, banana is not advisable. Particularly
okay.
people who come with back pain, neck pain, knee joint pain, or arthritis, we ask them to avoid banana because it will increase the pains. Banana and jackfruit.
Okay. Okay. And yeah, one more question I have. In the last August, I have gone through a minor surgery of meniscus repair.
Okay.
Knee surgery for meniscus repair in both the knees. And
Yes.
yeah, after that, I was taking medicines suggested by the physician and the doctor who operated me. So around 7 months, I took the medicines. But after that, because I generally used to avoid allopathy medicines. So is there any other options? Because doctors last month I visited with the doctor and he said, why you stop the tablets? So, but I thought that 7-8 months are enough. And after that, I couldn't visit the doctor because he's from some another place and coming once in a month. So 2-3 months I couldn't go for checkup. So last month I went and he said me that it is you should not stop. For this tablet you should continue. One tablet of calcium.
Which tablet? Calcium.
Actually, for calcium, yes, Bhaiya.
Okay.
He was saying that it will give you it will give lubrication in the knees, and if you are stopping that, then you will have the problems. You may have the knee pain or these things also. But are there some replacements in Ayurveda or some home remedies which part that part of calcium can be covered by those in some food or some other thing? I have heard white till, safed till. Someone suggested me safed til and chia seeds and all these things. So can you
always better to have the nutrients replenished with food only instead of taking supplements. I have seen many patients who were using regularly the calcium supplements with big kidney stones. And if the same person takes a lot of food, nutritious food items with a lot of calcium, that will not cause any kidney stone. But if you take only calcium supplements artificially, that will cause kidney stones. That is just an example. So there are so many other things. It is always better to find food items like ragi. Ragi is a millet. So that will give enough calcium. Like til is also good. This curry leaves, kadi patta, I don't know what they say.
We call meetha neem.
In Telugu we call karvepaku.
That is
yes, that is rich in that strengthens the skeletal system like anything. And of course, exposing your body to sunlight is also very beneficial in strengthening your skeletal system. And if you want a very strong food supplement which will be as good as or even better than the calcium supplements, then you can go for a simple herb called hadjod.
Yes, I have heard about this.
Yes. So it is also called AICTE-SIP. In the botanical name is the Cissus quadrangularis. So this hadjod, all you have to do is just peel it off and take the flesh and eat it. That's all. In our place, they make a nice chutney out of it, and some people put it in the sambar also. But simply you can just eat it. You should not chew it because it can cause some little itching inside the mouth. You can take the flesh, dip it in honey and swallow it. That will really strengthen the bones and heals the skeletal. Wherever there is repair is needed, it will heal it very fast.
So it will help also in meniscus also?
Yes, any part of the skeletal system, including the meniscus,
Because
tendons, ligaments.
yeah. Because most of the things you suggested, I'm already doing via, like sitting in the sunlight, exposing to the sunlight, and Ragi I'm using from last 14-15 days, and
Yes.
white till also I'm using. So most of the things I'm taking. This Hadjod I will try this Hadjod also.
You can grow it in your place also in just a small flower pot. You can put it, and it is a climber. It will climb in your balcony, and you can daily use it.
Okay, Bhaiya. Okay. Yeah, but Bhaiya, how much quantity?
It's
About
like 2 inches, 2 inches of 2 inches length of the stem
every day?
every day. You can use it continuously 45 days.
Okay. Actually, I forget to mention because when I was taking those medicines, my cholesterol increases. However, it was under the limit, but it increases because whatever the diet I'm taking and my body structure, first time I got this problem of increase of cholesterol.
Okay.
That's why I stopped the medicines.
Yeah. So don't worry about calcium supplements. Whatever you are doing right now is very good. Just add Hadjod. That will be more than enough. And also, one important thing for any kind of injury or any problem in the skeletal system is to apply oil to the body every day.
Yes,
that will increase the blood circulation.
I'm doing regularly. I'm doing regularly.
Very
massage from oil. Like sometimes I'm using coconut oil in the summers, and in winters I'm using sarsu tel and this til tel.
Yes. Wonderful. So you are doing everything you can, and that is more than enough.
Okay. Thank you.
Great.
Thank you so
much. You want Raji? Okay.
Hello,
Jagdish.
Namaste, Bhaiya.
Namaste, Mamta. Yes.
Namaste to all. Bhaiya, I have been suffering from rheumatoid arthritis for last, I can say 5 or 6 years. And I have been medication for the last 3 years. And in the morning, I take haldi water with methi dana and jeera, sometimes jeera and sometimes methi dana and haldi water. I have been taking it regularly.
Okay.
So is it okay to take regularly, or should I take some break, or should I take some days off? Is it okay to take daily?
Haldi and methi is okay. That you can regularly. But as far as this rheumatoid arthritis is concerned, we know that rheumatoid arthritis is autoimmune disorder. Autoimmune disorder, as in, it is something where your own immune system, the white blood cells, they are attacking your own skeletal system, joints, particularly the lining of the joints. So there is no other reason for this swelling and aches and all. The only reason is our own defense mechanism is attacking our own body. So whatever allopathic medicines we consume, they help in suppressing the immune system. These category of drugs are called immunosuppressants. And continuous use of immunosuppressants can cause a lot of harm in the long run.
Okay.
Even allopathic doctors also, they don't recommend usage of long-term usage of immunosuppressants. They will try to take you off the medicines if you get better. But the problem is most of the patients, they once stop the medicines, immediately they get the pains back. So they keep continuing these medicines. But suppressing the immune system is not the right way to solve this problem. And this is not the only one autoimmune disorder. There are 100+ autoimmune disorders. When the defense mechanism of the body starts attacking the body, it can attack any place. In this case, the joints, sometimes it can attack the skin, sometimes it can attack your eyes, sometimes it can attack your blood vessels, sometimes it can attack your spine, any place. And there are 100+ autoimmune disorders just because our immune system gets confused and it starts attacking our own body. So all we have to do is rectify these handful of immune cells which are attacking our own body, not suppress the entire bunch of immune cells which are protecting our body. So there are immunomodulatory drugs. In fact, there are herbs which will not suppress the immune system and modify the immune system. Like there are some simple herbs like giloy, ashwagandha, shatavari, estimadu, and amla. There are so many very safe and simple herbs which modify the immune system in such a way that they will not attack our body. They will just help the body to they'll again defend the body from foreign invasion of viruses, bacteria, and fungus, or whatever microorganisms are there. So it's very important for us to modify the immune system as early as possible. So right now the haldi and methi might help, but they are not so effective in correcting the immune system as the other herbs which I've mentioned. There are some herbo-mineral products like Shadguna Sindoram and so many other things. I recommend you to consult the nearest Ayurveda doctor, and they will definitely suggest you the right way to come out of this lifelong usage of immunosuppressants, so as early as possible. And if the RA factor is higher, they might also suggest you some detoxification therapies which will help your body respond much quicker. So that will be the better way to handle rheumatoid arthritis.
Bhaiya, could you repeat those herbs that you said earlier? Could you repeat the names of the herbs?
Yes, I can repeat, but I strongly recommend you to meet an Ayurveda doctor. So these herbs are ashwagandha, giloy, amla, shatavari.
Okay.
Sorry?
How to use giloy? Giloy to I have in my house as well.
If you have giloy, take a you need to take a thicker stem. Giloy, you have to use the stem, not the leaves.
Okay.
So the stem should be at least as thick as your index finger, and the thick stem, you can take some 2-3 inches of stem and cut it and boil it in water. You can crush and put it in water and then boil it, and take the decoction of the giloy every day early in the morning. Giloy is not just an immunomodulator, it is also helpful in so many ways. So you can safely consume giloy. For consumption of giloy, you do not have any consultation of doctor, but in your condition, it is better if you take a consultation of a nearby Ayurveda doctor.
Okay. Thank you so much, Bhaiya.
Welcome. Yes, Jagdish.
Good evening, sir. A small question about the breakfast, the Ragi, which is suggested.
Yes.
I tried 2 days. One is a sweet and one is a salt.
Yes.
It is sufficient for as a breakfast is the first question. And maybe after a few hours, maybe after 4 or 5 hours, I could eat something. But then what is the process of mixing it? In the sense, what is the quantity which is to be used? And I heard that it should be over soaked in the evening. How much is that is right, and what is the quantity which is to be used? Are the two questions for now.
To make this ragi malt, you need not soak it in the thing because it is not that heavy. All you have to do is like how I used to prepare when I was preparing my own food. So I used to boil the water till it boils very hot, and then I used to first dissolve the good. I used to make sweet ragi malt. So I used to dissolve the good, and then I used to take some 2 tablespoons of ragi powder and mix it in normal cold water, make a paste of it, then put it in the boiling water and then boil it for some 5 minutes. That's all. It becomes very light and easy to get digested. And yeah, you can add milk, elaichi for taste if it is a sweeter one. Or some people prefer adding buttermilk instead of good and milk. That is also fine.
Yeah, I tried both the ways without the milk. But the question is, you answered in 2 spoons. That is fair enough. But is there 4 hours of gap without eating anything, just with ragi? Would that be sufficient as a breakfast, or can anything be taken along with it?
Some people actually this is not so heavy. Actually, this thing. Some people feel hunger immediately after 2.5 3 hours. So early lunch is good after consumption of this thing. So in our Ayurveda and yoga workshops, when we conduct this thing, we give ragi malt 2-3 glasses to them as a breakfast, and then at 11 o'clock we give them lunch. So that is enough for them to 2-3 hours, maximum 3 hours time period is enough. But if there is a long gap between breakfast and lunch, which is not recommended, then you can have something else along with ragi malt, or you can have a little higher quantity of ragi malt.
Okay, and another question was about the season. What is the ideal season in which it is to be drunk? Because is it good in the summer season, not good in winter or rainy season, or is there any season in which it is to be drunk, or it can be made as a staple food every day you could do it?
Actually, many people complain that it actually is cold in nature, and in the winter season they feel a bit uncomfortable having it. It is only for some people, but normally regularly people who are not having any problem with consuming ragi, they can consume. But again, so see, this particular diet we recommend only for those people whose digestive strength is less, and they want to modify they increase their digestive power. So regularly have light ragi malt in the morning, khichdi in the afternoon, some dalia in the night. This is for few days till their agni becomes much stronger. Once it is strong, then you can have a variety of, it's not like only the malt of ragi. There are several millets. If you have enough digestive strength, you can make malt of each millet each day. That will ensure that you are getting all the nutrients. Whatever millets are growing in your area, you can choose them, whether it is bajra or jowar or some other millets. You can choose one of them and make malt of it. And it will ensure a wholesome nutrient diet.
There is no seasonal constraint as such.
Unless your body is seriously getting affected with that particular thing. See, normally if you consume till oil, normally it is safe in all seasons, but some people with heavy pitta prakriti, it might cause some excess heat, but normally it is safe for everyone. So for such people, we recommend coconut oil. And for some people who have a lot of cold nature inside them, for such people, we recommend mustard oil, because it produces excess heat inside the body. But for normal people who are not having that extreme these things, we recommend til oil, which is okay with every constitution.
No, I'm referring
Like
Ragi because I want to suggest it to my kids also, but I just want to be sure about, is it to be used in summer or winter or rainy, or it can be
No,
used
you can
regularly?
use it. You can use it, but don't rely upon only one particular grain every day. That is my recommendation, particularly for kids. In their growing age, they need a lot of variety of nutrients, which they will get when they choose a wide range of grains, wide range of vegetables, fruits, like that.
So can anything be added along with it? If it is for kids, like multi millet idli or something,
Yes.
wherein it
Yes, nowadays they are making different breakfasts made out of different millets, very tasty ones also. In our place, they have opened a very nice restaurant called Vasan Poli in Visakhapatnam, where they make different kinds of idlis, dosas, and so many other breakfasts using all the kinds of millets available in our area. So, and nowadays we have so many recipes in YouTube also. You can try different recipes with different grains. For kids, they'll enjoy and they will also get maximum nourishment from the wide range of nutrients.
Okay, just another question, just to quickly wrap it up. If it extends, you may cut it short. There was a session about the health intake on Wednesday where I have asked this question: how many calories of food has to be taken, and in that, how many sufficient other parts like carbohydrates or fiber or the breakage of the different kinds of food intake has to be done, and how much is the ideal range, and what is the age to which it is to be done. So this was a question which I have been asked, and I was suggested to ask it in this session. So if you could just give a range of this is ideal for kids, and this is for the middle age, this is for the old age, and this is the kilocalories. In this kilocalories, maybe carbohydrates, this, fiber, this, vitamins, this, something, or proteins, this much. An ideal chart of food intake, if the time permits, or maybe it is covered in the future slides, I'm not sure.
No. If you look at all the slides till now, we spoke almost. This is the third continuous session on food. So
no, I missed the first
nowhere
one.
you'll find any.
I missed the first one.
Sorry?
I didn't see the slide. So if it is covered in the slide,
yes.
Go ahead.
Yes. No. Even in the before the one which you have missed also, nowhere in all these slides you will get a chart recommending so many calories for this age group, so many calories for that age group. Nothing like that. Okay. So it doesn't depend upon your body weight or your age group or your gender. It all depends upon your own constitution. And you have to make a suitable diet regimen according to your body constitution. Further, you have to start listening to your body. That's all. You need to understand what is more suitable to your body, how your body is responding to various kinds of foods you are giving it, and how do you feel after consuming a kind of food, how light, how heavy you're feeling. So all these things you need to listen to what your body is conveying, what your body is responding, and in that way you can plan. But the thing which we are emphasizing in the past two, and this is the third one, is like you need to choose food items from a wide range of grains, vegetables, fruits, dry fruits, and dairy products. So all the seasonal vegetables which are available in your area, pick everything, eat everything. Whether you are a kid or an old age person or a youngster, you have to choose all the vegetables which are growing in your season in that area. Similarly, all the kinds of grains. Only thing is how much you have to eat, that depends upon how your body is responding to various quantities of food you're feeding in different times. If the body is digesting properly and you're feeling lighter and you're feeling energetic, then the food is sufficient. If you are feeling bloated and numb and dull, then the food you are giving is much more than your digestive capacity. If you are feeling, excess, frequent hunger, and you are not able to hold till the next meal time, then you are giving undernourishing your body. These are the few things we have to keep in mind. And there is no fixed calorie this thing. For as far as Ayurveda is concerned, we don't fix so many calories for you in this age, so many calories for you in this age, because every human being is unique with his own special unique digestive strength. So according to their own digestive strength, according to their own activity, physical activity they do, whether it is physical activity or mental activity, according to the kind of food they consume, they have to decide the quantity of the food. And once they decide the quantity of food and eat it, then the body will tell whether it is sufficient or you're overfeeding it or underfeeding it. So you have to listen to the body. That is the right way to decide. And this might take some time, but once you start doing it, that will be the best thing, because no other person can prescribe such and such exact quantities of calories for you. Yeah. So let's try to complete this topic of food, because we have so many other important topics. So we have stopped here, principles of consumption of food. So we all know that proper hygiene of food and surrounding environment is very important whenever you are consuming food. You have to sit in a place where it is calm, relaxed, no hurry, no worries. Your mind is peaceful, and observe your body and observe yourself before consuming food. If there are any extreme emotions like anger, fear, sorrow, irritation, all these extreme irritations, extreme emotions can cause a lot of disturbance, and they can seriously impact your digestive strength, and they can in fact produce so many toxins inside your body, these negative feelings. When you think about something which makes you happy, and those happy thoughts travel through the brain from one nerve cell to another nerve cell, it's a chemical the transfer of information happens to some chemicals called neuropeptides. And there are so many types of neuropeptides. When the happy thoughts go through your brain, the chemicals which get produced, the kind of neuropeptides are nothing but proteins, get produced in your brain, are so good. They are like medicines. Once they do their job and they enter the bloodstream and they enter your body, they will also help in healing and helping you in regenerating, rejuvenating your body. But when you are experiencing these feelings like fear, sorrow, irritation, anger, these thoughts produce this information gets transferred from one nerve cell to another nerve cell with the help of a different set of neuropeptides, which in turn will enter your bloodstream and enter your body and act like poison. They'll damage so many important organs and organ systems in your body. So especially when you're having food, if you observe these extreme emotions like anger, fear, sorrow, irritation, don't have food. Many people, when they are angry, when they are afraid of something, they don't know how to cope up with that feeling and they overeat to control that emotion, which is wrong. So we strongly recommend to observe yourself just before eating food. Take a deep breath, close your eyes, just observe yourself and start taking deep breaths. Observe, if you observe your breath pattern during those strong emotions, normally it will be a shallow breath. Generally, when the mental state is disturbed, the breath will be very shallow. Now, if you start trying to take deep breaths and make the breath relaxed, slowly you will be able to come out of those strong emotions and your mind will become peaceful again. Sometimes, even if we want to start doing this deep breath technique, it will be very difficult for us. So when we teach this technique, we teach a very simple technique. Like if you are observing that your breath is very shallow, only upper are very fast, it's happening very fast, then stop breathing, hold the breath as much as you can, as long as possible. And now that you will not be able to hold it any longer, then you start doing deep breathing. And once you do it only for 1 or 2 minutes or maximum 3 minutes, you will instantly see that you will be able to come out of the disturbed mental state and you will be there in a better pleasant state. And that is the better state to have food. Never eat food with these extreme emotions. And of course, ajalpan ahasan tanmana bunjita. Don't laugh, don't talk, and don't look at your phone, don't look at your TV, or don't think about something else while you are having food. So pay complete focus on your food. Because with all your 5 senses, when you are observing the food, you are giving the maximum information to your brain about the quality of the food, about the chemical composition of the food. And brain will understand different combinations of the food you are taking, and it will produce a different set of digestive juices, which will digest the specific set of combination of food you are eating. So it's very important for you to pay complete focus on food, razor sharp attention, as if you are doing a puja to Annapurna Devi. That is the reason why in our culture, consuming food is like giving prasada to the inner God, as if this consumption of food is a puja to Annapurna Devi. So that kind of ritual is there to make us feel very, this particular what we call consumption of food is a very, very important ritual, very important part of our body. What we eat, we are eating right food in a right way, body digests it in a right way, it is nourishing both our body and also ourselves. So paying focus on food is very important. Slowly chewing it and observing the taste, kind of this response your tongue is experiencing, observing it is very important. Wherever you are working, immediately food is detrimental to health. Just relax after having food, at least for a few minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, relax, observe your body, and then you can rest of the day, you can get back to rush. In Ayurveda, they say mrutyur dhavati dhavitaha. Food, then God of death is running behind you. Rush immediately after having food. Of course, some people prefer sitting in vajras having food, which is also very important for people who are just vajras only from after having a sumptuous meal. On full stomach, you can sit in Vajrasana, and that helps in better digestion. In Ayurveda, they also recommend Bhuktva Satapadam Gachet. After having food, walk for 100 slowly, not in a hurried way. That also will help in better digestion. And so, Ushna Masniyat, you consume should always hotter than lukewarm. Warm food is lighter in when you consume it warm, it gets digested. And the food should also have this unctuous nature, snigdhatva, some kind of oil, ghee, some lubrication is essential in every. Nowadays, many people are recommending not to take any kind of oil problems, but that is not the case. Ghee is not a villain. Oil is not the villain. The way you prepare the food, you over fry the food in oil or ghee, killing all its nutrients and producing so many toxins, which we have discussed previously. That is the problem. But oil itself is not bad. Ghee itself is not bad. It is very important part of the meal. And never eat very slow or very fast. Medium pace is best for consuming food. So chew the food very well. And another important thing is consume food only when previous meal gets digested. Without proper digestion of previous meal, just because it is lunchtime, if you have food without having enough hunger, then the food will become poison. So it's very important for us to consume food when you feel hunger. And right time to consume food is also very important. Like previously also we have discussed, it is very important to have food when you really feel hunger. So initially start like that. Then you need to adjust rhythm in such a way whenever you eat food, like eat food in the right time always. For this, you need to do some practices in such a way that regularly you will have hunger in the right time. Initially, it might be difficult because nowadays many people are used to have food late in the night. I always tell in every session that I have my food and then I come to the session. Before 7:30 only, before 7 o'clock only, I'll complete my food. Then I'll come for this session every, whenever the session is. So like that, having early food in the night time, because if it becomes much late in the night time, it better one glass of milk and sleep. That's all. Many people, they eat this midnight biryani, which is served unlimited, and I don't know, so many health problems they'll suffer if they continue doing it like this. And afternoon time is the best time to have the largest meal, as we have discussed earlier. So 11:30 to maximum 1 p.m. That is the best time to have the heaviest meal, which includes everything like rice, roti, sambar, curry, dal, rasam, curd. So all these things which are very important, even sweet, all these things can be included in the heaviest meal, which will be the afternoon meal. Breakfast can be light, and the lightest, easiest and softest meal should be in the night time as early as possible. So these are few things which are very important as far as the consumption of food is concerned. Let me see if I've missed any other points. So yes, someone is asking, Bhaiya, immediately or after some time Vajrasana? You can sit in Vajrasana immediately after having food. Wash your hands and come back and sit in Vajrasana. Yes, you can do that. Botanical name of Herdzode. Herdzode botanical name is Cissus quadrangularis. In in Sanskrit they say Asti Shrunkala. Cissus quadrangularis. So it is there in the chart window. Yes. Ashok ji, you have a question? Subbarao ji.
Yes, sir. Good evening. Namaste. Sundaraj.
Namaste. Yes.
Namaste to all. A very nice explanation about principles of consumption of food, sir. And regarding you have explained, we should listen to our body.
Yes.
It is related to our exercise 2 of UHP, I think.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. In fact, this entire holistic human health session is an extension of UHP.
Sir, I have a problem regarding ligament tear, sir.
Okay.
From since 7 to 8 months, I got relief from Patanjali medicines. I have used Pidanil, Laksha Google, Pidanil Gold, Laksha Google, and Arthogrit and Pidanil oil. From that, I have got relief up to 80%, but not fully. Can you suggest what I can change in my food and what I can take care, sir? Please, sir.
So, like, see, generally, if the tear is not extensive, it will heal by itself. And if you support it with nourishing food, like previously we have discussed this ragi, till, curry leaves, and exposing the body to sunlight, and this hard jod, all these things will help. But I will recommend strongly applying oil to the whole body and nice oil massage on the joint where the ligament tear happened regularly, and then expose your body to sunlight. That will heal it faster and faster. So, and try using Harjod also. It's not just for bones, even for ligaments also, it's very good.
Sir, is Harjod a herbal plant, sir?
Yes, so in Telugu it is Nalleru.
Okay. So what we have to take, leaves or stems?
No, the stem. Stem is a unique stem. It is quadrangular in shape. You need to peel it like you peel the ridge gourd, like that. You can peel the external skin of this, and internally it will be like transparent flesh. That flesh you can consume. Or in nowadays they make nice nallir chutney.
Sir.
Tasty chutney also occasionally you can have. But regularly you can have Harjod empty stomach on the in the morning. Some 2 inches long Harjod stem you can eat.
Is any Ayurvedic tablet if it is not available in my place, sir? For Harjod?
Actually, it is available everywhere all over India. But these tablets, the same Harjod powder, they make capsules and sell it for 10 rupees each or something like that. So yeah, there are so many tablets, bone tone. There is one bone tone granules. We can mix it in milk and drink, which is also very helpful. It also has Harjod. And I'll type my email ID. I can give you better help.
Okay, sure.
Okay.
I will contact through emails.
Yes.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
Sir, my wife is having some thyroid problems, sir. What do you suggest for thyroid case, sir?
See, you don't have to use medicines lifelong for thyroid.
Sir.
So we don't recommend no, modern doctors, they suggest you have to use thyroid medicine forever. But we have seen many patients who started on Ayurveda medicine, slowly stopped allopathic medicines, then stopped Ayurveda medicines also, and now living without any medicine. Only thing is they have to make lot of modifications in the lifestyle, do a lot of physical activity, practice pranayam and meditation, and eat good food, and maintain mental peace. All these things will help in hormonal regulation. Hormonal imbalance will get corrected. Not just thyroid, other things related to thyroid also will get corrected, and you don't have to take medicine forever.
Sir, what food you suggest, sir, for thyroid? Which
What?
food?
Food.
For thyroid, what food, sir? Food.
See, it's like there is no special patya for thyroid, but having freshly cooked food, sattvic food, regularly in time, not having any kind of preserved foods, pickles, reheated foods, and foods with all these flavor enhancing agents made outside. All these things needs to be avoided. Only fresh food, and that also not over fried and not overcooked and not mixed with so many spices and all. That kind of simple sattvic food is good.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Yes.
Thank you, sir.
Welcome. प्रशांत जी, कृष्ण गोपाल
जी 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 भैया, जी जी।
हाँ
सर वो करेला एंड कर्ड साथ में नहीं खाना है क्या? कांट वी ईट करेली एंड कर्ड?
करेला, you make curry out of it, right?
करेला, हाँ, करेला मीन्स वो बॉटल गार्ड, व्हाट वी आर
Yeah.
कॉलिंग ग्रीन।
Yes,
हाँ
bitter gourd.
हाँ,
Bitter gourd.
bitter
Yeah,
gourd, right.
you can have.
Huh?
You can have.
We can have Karela and curd. No,
Yes.
usually my missus says you should not. And when the Karela sabji is there, she is not giving me curd because I like curd very much. So
Okay.
I will.
Like
What is the reason? Huh?
You mix curry, you mix this dahi in rice and then take a side dish as Karela.
No. Karela is a sabji which I eat with chapati. But
Yes.
Delhi in my thali, always a vati of curd is there. A bowl curd I used to take all the time, except in nights. Okay.
Yes. Yes.
So for at least for morning, I use curd. But when my missus cooks this Karela, she doesn't give me curd. What is the reason? She told me it is not correct to eat like that.
No, but it is not incompatible. It is compatible only.
We can eat Karela and dahi.
Yes.
Second question, Bhaiya. I like your session. Very nice. So nice of you. Thanks to UHV3. I have just now completed 4 months.
Yes.
Morning sessions. And on the suggestions of some Bhaiyas, I joined this.
Okay.
So I will be joining so it will be continued for so many months, like UHV3 sessions?
Yeah,
Morning
it is
session?
happening non-stop from past 2.5 years.
Achha. So past 2.5 years, it is daily at 7:30 to 8:30.
Yes,
Daily means
not daily,
on
every
every
Friday.
Friday. Every
Yes.
Friday. And
Yes.
it comes under SIP, Students Induction Program, it is?
Yes, all the previous sessions are there in the YouTube channel AICTE-SIP.
Right, Bhaiya. That I know, yes, earlier. But it is on this holistic health problem only. Holistic health
Yes.
education. That's it.
And this is a part of a student induction program.
Ji. So it was very nice. So I am doing the things. Only last question I want to share. I think time is up at 30. But I will take 1 more minute.
Yes.
Some tradition nowadays calling Dikshit pattern in India, maybe in Maharashtra it is there. I am from Maharashtra, Nagpur. So they are taking only 2 times meal. Morning 9:30 and evening 6:30 or 7:30 or 7. They are not taking nothing between these 2 meals.
Yes.
So shall we do it, or is it advisable from holistic? Because I have heard you are all, because 3 times it should be there: morning light nashta, lunch it should be around 1 to 2, what you are telling, full heavy, whatever there are some curry, dahi, whatever you want you can take, and in night we should take the light. Okay, so it should be ready.
So this advice is for people who take food 3 times a day, okay, and
Twice a
not
day.
thrice a day, not 1 to 2 in the afternoon. See, pitta, which is responsible for the digestive fire, digestive strength, is dominant between 10 to 2 in the afternoon.
Ji.
So in that 11 to 1 is the ideal time to have the heaviest meal.
Ji.
But even if you have it by 10 also, that is fine. Previously, in India, people used to have only 2 meals a day, morning and evening. Breakfast came after the English people came here.
Yes, right, Bhaiya. Because we are from the village, so we are not taking any break. We are directly taking 3 times meal.
Exactly. So that was the tradition. So if that is comfortable, nowadays they are calling the same thing as intermittent fasting.
Ji.
So intermittent fasting is nothing new for us. It is the same 2 meal a day previously what we were doing. That is good also. There is no problem with it.
So why these people are taking this Dikshit pattern? Oh, they are taking only 2 meals that I didn't understand by this time. Why this pattern has developed in India? I think you might have heard Dikshit pattern.
No, I have not heard about that particular name. Nowadays they are calling it intermittent fasting. It is like you
is
are
it
fasting.
advisable?
Yes.
I think
2 meals is fine for anyone. But the thing is, you need to listen to your body. If in between your body is asking for something, you can give a glass of milk or some fruits or some snacks like that. It's not like you have to suppress the hunger.
Exactly. What I have heard today, or what I got holistically from you in this last 1 hour, you should hear your body, and everybody's body is unique.
Yes.
It should not be the generalized case for everybody. Whatever body wants, you should give. Isn't it, Bhaiya?
Exactly. And
so,
the thing is, we should also have the knowledge to know whether the signals coming from the body is right or wrong also. So, see, with some people with Pitta Prakriti, whose metabolism is too strong, they will not be able to tolerate such long gaps between meals. So their body obviously needs meals, maybe thrice or sometimes 4 times also, because of their excessive digestive strength. So it's exactly tailor-made. We need to understand our own constitution and plan our own. We don't give any diet plans to anyone. We don't recommend any the specific set of diet to anyone, because everyone is unique. They have to listen to their own body, take the help of this knowledge, and formulate a specific diet plan for themselves. We can help you formulate a diet plan, but we will not give you a ready-made diet plan for anyone.
Yeah, because it will be different for different persons. No, definitely. So last discussion, half a minute. That's why the South people, they are taking curd at all the times. What I observed, because my one of the brother in Bangalore, South. So they are taking curd in all 3 times, if I am not wrong.
In the night time also, the people consume. But curd itself is like a bit heavier nowadays.
Yes, some disturbances are coming. Okay, Ji Bhaiya. So shall we continue in next week? So you also will be guiding in the next, or some different persons are coming?
Most probably I will.
Yeah, I have few quick questions.
Yes,
Can I ask?
Yes, please go ahead.
Yeah. In Rajasthan, we have very hot weather. So these days, we have a common problem like gamoria. Skin problem.
Yes, gamoria.
Can you suggest something for this?
So like because of the sweat, you get these small things on the skin. The one.
Yes, Bhaiya. Yes.
So first thing is this happens because of excessive pitta inside the body, excessive heat inside the body, which is causing excessive sweating, and also these small things on the skin, eruptions on the skin. So to bring down pitta, it is very important to consume foods which are cooling in nature, and there are some herbs like sariva, Ushira, Chandana, sandal. All these things are cooling in nature, basically. So, or the one which we have discussed earlier, the Giloy. Giloy decoction itself will bring down the excess pitta and also corrects the skin problem also. But only thing is we need to understand exactly the reason for this, skin eruptions. And if we have to prescribe medicine, then we have to take a proper history of in Rajasthan. The area itself is like the deserty area, so where excess sweating might happen. So there excess pittahara food and also herbs are also very important. Because we are almost concluding the food this week. Next week I will make a PPT on food items which will balance vata, which will balance pitta, which will balance kapha. I will give you a list of all the food items which will balance pitta. And if you consume more of that food, then automatically the pitta will come down and this skin eruptions will come down easily. So that is the easiest way, natural way. But if still they are persisting, then you have to take a medicine, then you have to consult a doctor. And of course, the powders which we use like Nycil and all, that is actually Ayurveda powders only. If you look at the powders used for gonorrhea, every powder they'll write proprietary Ayurvedic medicine because they use so many herbs in it, herbs and minerals. So they are safe actually, but it should come from inside. The healing should come from inside. Then only the problem will be solved permanently. This we will discuss next week. Now we have crossed the time.
Yes, certainly, Bhaiya. So let's respect the circadian rhythm, and we certainly like to have more and more such systems. So thank you all, the coursework. We'll meet again next Friday for more such exploration. So thank you, everybody. Thank you, Sundar Bhaiya. Namaste.
Namaste.
Thank you all.
Namaste, Bhaiya.